Hi guys, this is Future Kaya talking. I basically just wanted to get on here and say sorry about that this video is vertical. Every video after this is not vertical, but it is something that I'm definitely gonna have to get used to. So please bear with me with this story time, okay? If I do any other story times in the future or these next videos will not be like that. I'm also planning on investing in a camera trust, so it'll always just be like landscape, so you guys don't even have to like worry about that. But yeah, so basically I'll make sure that it is full screen and everything. So I apologize for the blockiness on the sides and for it being a smaller screen, but yeah, I just wanted to get on here and say that, and I hope you guys enjoy this story time, something from a while ago that in my sharing. So yeah, like I hope you guys enjoy, and let's just go ahead and get straight into the video. Hi guys. Ooh. Hey. Sorry, this is a mess. Ooh, we know I did not come on here and be showing my, hold on. So as you can see, I have on a little bit of makeup. It came from like a Halloween party. It was cool. It was cool, calm, collective. No dancing, so womp to me. If a party don't have dancing, do we party? Girl. Girl. We're gonna start a little bit of a story time. It's something that I don't get asked too often anymore. It's because it happened a while ago. But it's something that I don't really mind sharing just because it happened a while ago. And it's not about anyone who's relevant or anyone who like knows me personally or whatever. Like I don't talk to any of these people or associate with them. For the sake of like me being, I don't know, cautious, I won't use real names, but really I could care less. I use these cotton rounds. I prefer just rounds, not exfoliating, but only because they're a little bit rougher. And I use my cellar cleansing water to take off my makeup. It's not really a long story, but so basically I went to a school, which if you know me, you know what school. And the school was fine. There's nothing wrong particularly, I think, with the school, right? I had friends who went there. I had cousins who went there, like, so I'm like, there's nothing wrong with the school. So everything I'm talking about isn't to me like, that was a bad school. You know what I'm saying? It's not a reflection of the school. It's the reflection of the person and where the person was in that point in time of her life. The school that I went to though, like I kind of knew some of the people, even though I was the new girl there, and I hate being a new girl, y'all. Being a new girl sucks to me. Like, I think everyone stares at you. Everyone's kind of trying to figure out who you are, especially because it's high school. Sorry, I didn't give you a point in time. This is high school. I'm 14 years old. I'm just coming from being homeschooled because I was homeschooled, girl. I was homeschooled for all of middle school for 6th, 7th, and 8th. So I was like, I'm going to try to go back to school. But because this was like a school where it was like my district, high school, I went to the same district elementary school, so a lot of those people I already recognized from high school. And then once again, like I said, I had cousins, I had friends like already there. So a lot of those people that I went to elementary school and whatnot with, they were like, oh, hi Kaya, like hey, like they remember my face. And I'm like, okay girl, hey, because I be remembering people, but I don't be knowing if they remember me. So I don't be trying to go up to them first and they look at me crazy. I like to wait, right? And so I'd be like, hey girl, hey, or whatever, hey boy, hey, whatever the case may be. Like 8 periods, bro. Like that was ridiculous. I don't even know how like you've even cram in that much classwork, but people do it. And for those who went through the whole 4 years of being in public school, I really do commend you, because it's really not for the weak. It's really not. So it's 7th period. I'm in math class. Math is my favorite subject. Anyone who knows me knows math is my favorite subject. And I'm done with my work, y'all. Like, I'm done with my work, and I'm literally, like, looking around. Because I'm like, what else is there to do? When you're done with your work, like, it's not like I'm going to pull out my phone, like, I'm going to get my phone taken or whatever. I could scribble if I liked scribbling. Like, I don't, what am I supposed to do right now? So I'll just be looking around, observing. I'm a really observant person or whatever. And I guess there was a girl, let's do Sam, because I need something short. There was a girl named Sam, and she was like, I guess she was in my class too, right? And so I didn't notice her or anything like that. A couple of times I think we might have locked eyes because I'd be looking around, but from what I can remember, not really. We never said anything to each other. We weren't friends. Wasn't friends with her friends. Like, it was nothing like that, right? I had no problems. So, boom. So, now maybe a couple weeks went by. My 6th period or something like that. I'm sorry. So, my 6th period was like a computer lab. My 7th period was math. My 8th period was like some like science or something like that. And that was with my cousins. My 8th period was like, I remember with my cousins and stuff like that, right? And so, my 6th period with the computer lab, I remember this girl being like, yeah, my friend is like saying she's gonna fight this girl. Oh, side note, no, not even side note, important note. This girl and me and Sam, we bumped into each other in a hallway by accident at one point. Like, I was walking this way, and y'all know high school hallways. Like, if you've been in public high school, you know high school hallways. You know them hallways is big, but when there's hundreds of kids walking through it, it's not. And you have like 5 minutes to get to your class and to pee and to poop and to do whatever else you're trying to do, bruh. There's not enough time. You're bolting, right? So I'm literally like trying to get from here to B, and this is Sam and this is me, and we walk in, right? And I obviously didn't notice her. Like, I'm trying to get to where I'm going. And then we bump into each other like shoulder-wise. So then we both like turn back at each other. Like, I don't know, she kept looking at me, or she was like, thought I had an attitude. But I mean, someone bumps into you, you're gonna make a face like, who just bumped into me? At that time, I still don't know if it was intentional or not. I'm gonna say that it wasn't intentional. Like, there's so many people in this hallway, so. And honestly, it really just isn't that important to me either. We bumped into each other, so that's another thing that's happened. So, 6th period, and the girl, her friend is like, and I didn't know this was her friend at the time either. She's like, yeah, my friend, don't know what she was talking about, but apparently she's talking about Sam. My friend is gonna beat this girl up because she says that she got a problem and blah, 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 and everything. And I'm like, ear hustling. I am ear hustling. I was like, ooh, it's about to be another fight. Because trust, there was already fights happening that I had already witnessed and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I was recording them. But I was like, ooh, like, okay, messy, like, okay. She's like, yeah, like, she's in her next class. And I remember them being like, oh, what class is it? They're like, it's math or something like that. I'm thinking like, oh, okay, like, period. I'm in that class too. Like, hold on. And then I was thinking back, like, well, I remember having this girl kind of looking at me. I wonder, is this the girl? But I was like, but no, like, there's no way because I never talked to her. I was like, probably not because me and her never really talked or anything. But I have a PTSD of, like, girls wanting to fight me for no reason. Literally, like, and that's not on no cocky stuff, bro. Like, I'm so serious. Like, if it just being, like, me just being me or, like, doing homework or, like, playing with my friends or whatever. Like, I'm talking about elementary school. And then some girls, like, they're like, yeah, like, so-and-so wants to beat you up. And I'm like, who? And they're like, so-and-so. I'm like, well, why? Like, I don't even know her. They're like, they said, you know, they just said that, you know, you're this kind of person and you're this. And I'm like, I repeat, I don't know her. How does she know what kind of person that I am and why is she mad? I just thought that was elementary stuff. I wasn't expecting to get to high school and then that stuff go. Anyway, I get to my 7th period, right? I'm done my work or whatever, per use. Boom. I get up. Or no, I have to go to the bathroom. I get my hall pass and I go to the bathroom. I'm walking back. And Sam's like coming at me and I'm like, okay. Like, in my head, I'm like thinking that she's about to walk past me. Like, I'm not thinking that she's about to, like, stop at me or anything. Because once again, I had no problems. I never talked to you. I never done anything. Like, the most we done is bump to the hall and you ain't say, excuse me. I didn't say excuse me. We both had somewhere to be. I was like, that's just something. It's like to me. It's reminding me of New York, where it's like sometimes you might accidentally like bump into. It's like it's not purposeful. It's just I'm trying to get through. So it's not really a thing to be like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. It's like we're just trying to get from A to B. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay. And so then she comes up to me, like to my face, and she's like, oh, so you got a problem? Yo. I made the most puzzled face. I was like, no. Like, it's not the right answer because, like, do I know you? No. She was like, do you want to fight or something like that? I was like, no. Girl, does it look like I want to fight you? First of all, I'm looking cute today. I don't remember what I had on. But I always try to go to school looking kind of, like, cute. Now, I don't really be caring. But during that time, I was, like, homeschool, going back to school. Like, yes, I wanted to look cute. So I'm like, girl, I wasn't thinking about you. I wasn't thinking about fighting. Her little entourage was behind her. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, what? So I started getting anxious. Like, I'm starting to get anxiety. During this point in my life, I wasn't defending myself just yet. I wasn't speaking. I mean, I spoke up verbally sometimes. But, like, I wasn't really defending myself. I had other people who was mainly defending me. So I wasn't used to that. And so, I think it just made the it just, like, really made me just kind of, like, in shock. And so then, now she's dropping bags. Other people starting to crowd, thinking a fight about to go down. I'm like, I'm not about to hit you. If you're going to hit me, you hit me and you get in trouble then. I'm not about to hit you because I have no problems with you. Like, that's just me. Like, I know some people are like, if you throw the first punch, like, punch them back. And that's what my parents taught me. Like, if they hit you, you hit them 2 times harder. And that's cool and all. But, like, at that point in time, I wasn't even angry enough to even hit you. Like, I don't feel anything right now except confusion. I'm really just mainly confused. And I'm not going to fight out of being confused. I need to understand. 14-year-old Kaya couldn't do it. So, anyway. I was like, no. We go to the guidance counselor, boom, because security comes and breaks it up, or nothing happened except her being in my face. But I think security came and was like, oh, y'all need to go to the guidance counselor or whatever. I go to the guidance counselor. The counselor asks what happened. We tell what happened. And then they make it sound like I'm going to be the one to be expelled. Suspended for 2 weeks and stuff like that. While Shawty get to go home scot-free. And I'm like, but she ran up on me. But this is the problem. Bruh, I call my mom and she's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. What did I tell you about this? What did I tell you about? Okay, so growing up, I had a problem with, like, staring and everything. And it really was, like, a problem. But I promise you it was out of admiration. Like, it was never out of, like, ugh, she's ugly, or, this is this. I'm going to stare at them because this is... It was always like, whoa, that person's awesome, or that person's so pretty, or, like, that person dances so well. Like, it was always like, I'm admiring that person heavily. I'm just staring. And so it has been a problem, though. So, like, my mom would always address that with me, like, stop. I also had a problem with thinking that everyone was talking about me growing up. So now, being an adult, I try my very hardest not to obviously stare at people for too long, kind of like a look, and then I'm gonna look away kind of thing. So sometimes it can be hard for me to keep eye contact in certain situations, just because I try to work on that. And then with the people thinking about me, I'm like, now I'd be very nonchalant. I'm like, you're gonna talk. Like, because I've worked on that, right? And so it's like now at the very extreme level. Like, I used to care so much about people talking about me and want to control what they said. Now I'm like, you're gonna talk, but I'm just saying, like, if I come confront you with it, repeat yourself. That's all I'm saying now. So anyway, so during that time though, I was not like that. I was like really upset. I was crying and everything because I have parents that don't play that. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want it to be on my record and da-da-da-da-da. Y'all was just like 2 months into school. It's like November, baby. It's like November. I was like, da-da-da-da. And so then I was like, pull me out. And she was like, if I pull you out, Kaya, I'm not putting you back in because I'm not going to do the whole pull you out, put you back in. I was like, no, girl. Pull me out indefinitely. Don't worry about it. I ain't going back to high school. I'm not going to miss this, bruh. And so I'm thinking that it's gonna be, you know how in elementary school something goes down or whatever, and it's like, Mommy, pick me up, Daddy, pick me up. And they'll be like, okay, I'll pick you up. Not there. She was like, yeah, go to your next period, get it together. You're gonna finish off the day. So I was like, okay, but I was not used to that. But anyway, girl. So yeah, I finished off the day, but like in my 8th period, that's when my cousins was like, I was crying the entire time. I didn't do any work, nothing. I put my head down, I was crying. I was blush on red, like I did not care. I was like, that teacher can spit whatever you need to do. She was just like, oh my gosh, are you okay? I think she was really like concerned. And my cousin was like, what's wrong? What happened? I think they might have heard about it. And they was like, well, we'll beat her up. We'll do this, we'll do that. I'm like, I don't even want all that, y'all. I don't even want y'all to lay hands. That's not even the problem for me. The problem is when I get home. The problem is that this is not my fault. Like, how are you trying to suspend me for 2 weeks because we made eye contact? Because we bumped shoulders in the hallway? And how are you just trying to put that on me and not her? I was like, that's a both of us thing. If that's gonna be the case, you act like I walked up to her and was like, But I think she explained it in a way I wasn't really like able to verbally talk. And I feel like the guidance counselor was a little bit more biased. I'm not gonna lie as well, because the guidance counselor was not really hearing me. And now me being me, I would have been like, you're not even hearing me in the first place though. Once again, years ago, Kaya was not like that. And I was like, I'm leaving school. It was already people like liking me and all this other stuff. I don't really like attention. Like, I really don't. So I was already kind of like, but I like to look cute. Does that make sense? Like, I'm like, bro, like, I'm not really in the mood for all this. Like, and so I think that's really just messed with, not to get too deep, but that's messed with my self-esteem over the years. Like, I have to really pick and choose like certain things. I don't want a bunch of attention. I'm okay if someone's like, oh, I like you in that outfit, or I like that outfit, I like your hair, whatever, and keep it pushing. I just don't like too much of it. Like, I don't like that. So, but that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, and so I get home, and it's just, my cousin's like, no, Kaya, like, don't leave. Don't let her win. Girl, first of all, leaving that school was the best thing that happened to me, only because of the next place I went to. I think I thrived the most there. I was able to be quirky in my own way and everything, more freedom, and I got recess. That's the top positive. I got recess as a teenager, needed. Okay, so I don't regret leaving school in the slightest, but I would have went about things, I think, a little bit different if I was back in that situation with the mindset that I have now. But her with that winning thing, I was like, girl, she won the whole thing, babe. Queen bee of the school. I do not care. Bye. I still see my friends outside of here. I still see my cousins outside of here. I'm fine. I don't feel like I'm missing nothing. I'm cool. So that's my quick little, I guess, why I left high school story, or like what happened. I don't think I would be the person I am today either. So I think that's also why I don't regret it. So it helped like me kind of mold into the person that I am now. So I really appreciate it, and yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all about that. But future Kaya, once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure you give it a like, okay? Make sure you click the subscribe button so you can be notified when I post, because I'm gonna try to be on a roll with this thing. I really am, okay? Also, leave a comment down below. I still want to know what you guys would like to see and everything. And so I want to familiarize and interact, like all that great stuff. So please say hi, say what's up, whatever the case. Like, come on now, stop being shy. I also want to say I apologize for the picking throughout this video. I think I do mention it, but sorry. When I'm thinking, I tend to like do other stuff. So yes, I'm going to try to work on that as well for these videos. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.